We've all been there. You're standing in a museum staring at a painting and all you can think is, I don't get it. To me, knowing the story behind an artwork is a huge part of knowing how to look at it. I'm Amanda, the host of the Art of History podcast, where we view history through the lens of some really great works of art. Each episode, we dive deep into the bigger picture behind some familiar and maybe not so familiar pieces. Check out Art of History now wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, Culture Kids. Welcome to another episode. I am your host, Kristen, along with my 5-year-old son, Asher. Thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe to our channel. Let us know what you want to learn about next. Today, we're going to learn about one of our family's favorite drinks that originated in a country called Taiwan, located in Asia.
This drink is not just a drink, but it also has chewy, but soft, small little balls. Chewy and feels like gummy bears.
These small little balls makes the drink very unique, and it has taken the world up by a storm. And it can come in multiple flavors, and it's a refreshing pick-me-up when you're feeling thirsty or craving some sweets. Since it was introduced to the world in the 1980s, the drink in itself has created a culture of its own, and people all over the world, including our family, can't stop drinking it.
This leads us to the word of the day, which is boba.
Boba is also known as bubble tea, black pearl tea, tapioca tea, pearl shake, and so many more. But it's most commonly known as bubble tea or boba.
It could be served with ice or hot. Mommy likes it hot.
One of the fun things about boba is that you can customize it any way you want, whether you want it as tea, coffee, or sugar-free, or full of syrup.
Wow, that's incredible!
The world is your oyster.
You could also order it as a yogurt juice too. My favorite is yogurt strawberry boba. Yes. And it's full of ice.
Now let's learn about how and what is in this unique drink. So, every cup of bubble tea starts with a scoop of small tapioca balls.
What is tapioca balls?
Tapioca is made by squeezing the starchy liquid out of a ground root called cassava. It's very filling and has a lot of carbohydrate.
But you don't eat carbs.
Well, no, I do. I just try to limit my intake of carbohydrates because too much carbohydrates is not good for the body. That's why bubble tea is considered a nice little treat in our house.
And that's why you asked for just a little bit of bubbles, but I like lots.
Yup. There are various forms of tapioca pearls too. The black ones are the most common, but some places can make them clear, or they come in smaller, teeny sizes.
The tapioca pearls are naturally see-through and white in color, but most places put black food coloring or brown sugar to make it black. I think it's because the clear ones kind of look like fish eggs to me.
Yuck! That is so gross!
I have to say, Asher, that it kinda does. But as soon as you pop one in your mouth, the sweet, gooey juiciness will make you forget all about that.
Can you make tapioca balls at home by yourself?
Yes, you can. You first mix water and sugar and heat it all up. Then once all the sugar is dissolved, add tapioca flour and stir it until it gets nice and thick.
Then it becomes a sticky dough. Pat, 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 till it becomes like Play-Doh.
Then you roll the Play-Doh, just dough, into thin, long lines, and then you cut them into small, teeny little pieces and roll them into teeny, tiny little balls.
Then you boil them in water, melt brown sugar, and cover them in the tapioca balls. It will be nice and chewy like gummy bears.
You know you're at a pro bubble tea place if the texture is soft and chewy, and like Asher said, like gummy bears.
Then you add the tapioca balls to a cup. Add the drink of your choice.
But before we dive into the type of drinks, we have to learn a little bit about an important substance called caffeine that is found in most teas.
It shall be done.
I don't drink tea, but Arden got a sip of it one day.
Oops.
She sure did.
And kids shouldn't drink things with a lot of caffeine. Or can they?
Even though every family is different, in our house, the kids are not allowed to drink things like coffee or teas because it has high amounts of caffeine.
So what is caffeine exactly? It's in coffee, right?
So, caffeine is a natural chemical found in tea leaves, coffee beans, cacao beans, which is the stuff we use to make chocolate, and other natural plants. Caffeine is in foods and drinks such as coffee, tea, energy drinks, hot cocoa, soda, chocolate, and even some medicines.
So people drink it to stay awake?
Let's party.
Well, mostly, caffeine is a stimulant.
Stimulant is something that makes them more awake.
Yes, many people have drinks with caffeine because they think it helps them to wake up and feel sharper. But sometimes doctors use caffeine for their patients that might have headaches. Asher and Arden's daddy is an emergency room doctor, and he often tells mommy to drink some coffee or bubble tea when I complain about headaches.
So could I drink coffee when I get tired?
Oh, no.
But Asher, does that ever really happen?
No.
But it's important to know that it is generally not recommended for kids to drink caffeine. And sadly, chocolate also has some caffeine as well.
But why? Why can't we have caffeine too?
Well, because children are smaller than grown-ups, so even just a little bit of caffeine could impact your mood and body. Too much caffeine can make kids nervous, make your heart beat really fast, and make you lose good sleep. Scientists actually aren't sure exactly what could happen to young kids if they have lots of caffeine, but we do know that it's not a good thing for their growing bodies.
So I will stick with yogurt bubble teas that has no caffeine.
Yes, but luckily for the teenagers, the big kids, and grown-ups, there are several options of teas you can choose from because some have lower amounts of caffeine than others.
The most popular tea in bubble tea is black tea.
The more famous bubble tea flavors and traditional ones are called black milk tea or Hong Kong milk tea, which contains black tea. Black tea has a very recognizable, bold, and strong taste and goes very well with everything else you put in your bubble tea.
How much caffeine does it have?
So black tea generally has less caffeine than a cup of coffee. But still, it's quite up there.
Next is Mommy's favorite, green tea.
We drink a lot of green tea at home because it's known to have many health benefits. Green tea also has caffeine, but a lot of people like green tea because it doesn't give you that fast jolt of energy coffee or black tea might give you. And it has a lighter, earthier taste.
Next is oolong and jasmine tea.
They're also very popular teas I sometimes put in my bubble tea too. They have the least amount of caffeine, so these teas are highly recommended if your body is sensitive to caffeine or if you are a teenager that wants to drink bubble tea. They both have a bit of a floral and distinct smell, which to me makes me feel relaxed and comforted.
Lastly, my favorite way to drink bubble tea is with yogurt.
Yes, many bubble tea shops offer their drinks with yogurt, which can be super sweet but tasty because it all comes with tons of different flavors such as fruits like strawberries, mango, passion fruit, and they even have chocolate yogurt bubble tea.
Yum!
We also can't forget to mention that a lot of bubble tea shops make coffee bubble tea, and that I think tops the caffeine list. It's very creamy, sweet, and usually always made with a creamer or milk.
The coolest part about bubble tea is the huge fat straws that we use it with.
Yes, a real good old cup of bubble tea is served with fat, wide straws that are big enough for the tapioca balls to squeeze through. So after you add the tapioca balls, add the drink of your choice and add some ice, and you shake it and it'll form bubbles on the top.
And that's why it's called bubble tea.
Despite what people think, the name bubble tea comes from the bubbles it makes on the top when you shake it up before serving, not the tapioca pearls.
Oh snap, you didn't know?
Then they seal the cup in plastic. Poke a hole using a big fat straw.
Yep, and they have sealing machines that do the job.
Let's learn about how crazy the world has got for bubble tea.
In Hong Kong, Domino's Pizza even put tapioca pearls as a pizza topping and people liked it.
What?
The pizza has cheese and drizzled with brown sugar and honey. They had this pizza topping for about a month, and apparently people liked it.
And in Germany, McDonald's added bubble tea to its menu back in 2012.
Hey, we don't have that here at McDonald's in LA.
I know. And get this. Now the flavor of bubble tea tapioca pearls can be found in ice cream, cheesecakes, mochi, and now there's even canned bubble tea drinks.
Now everybody is putting different things in their bubble tea instead of tapioca pearls.
Oh, you bet. But you can still call it a bubble tea drink without the tapioca balls because, like we said, it's called bubble tea because of the foam it makes when you shake it up. Bubble tea fanatics have gotten so creative with the toppings. You can add, instead of tapioca balls, things like grass jelly, red beans, cheese foam, egg custard, taro balls, crushed Oreos, and even popping boba.
Ooh, what's a popping boba? Does it pop? Does it dance?
A little smaller than the regular tapioca boba, the popping boba is filled with fruit juice and pops when you bite it.
Ooh, that's cool.
Bubble tea can become a big addiction for many people, mainly because it usually has a lot of sugar, and our body starts to want sugar when we get used to having so much of it.
So how could we drink boba so it's not so sugary?
Many boba shops will let you choose the amount of sugar you want to add to your tea. You can ask for low sugar or no sugar at all and ask for a small amount of tapioca pearls, or get it, no pearls at all.
Oh no.
But I say enjoy what you want, but in moderation.
Moderation means not every day, but once in a while.
Yup. Well, I think maybe it's time we go and get some boba. What do you think, Asher?
Yeah, but before we go, let's tell some jokes.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
What did mommy bubble tea say to the baby bubble tea?
What?
You are quality.
Oh, it's my turn. What do you call two bubble teas that play together all the time?
What?
Besties.
Well, that's all we have for today, and thank you so much for tuning in to another fun episode of Culture Kids. And for the grown-ups, please do a huge favor by leaving us a review and hit subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, and until next time.
See you later, Boba Boba.